Glad you could join us on this Friday morning.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Hilda Vasquez, and I am the principal at Berkeley Junior High. Thank you for being here.
And we go over school updates, and then we have a chance for question and answers as we go through it as well. So it'll be a great time, and we'll send out the calendar invites as we schedule the rest. This is our first one for this year.
Vamos a estar haciendo esto una vez al mes, vamos a estar impartiendo información importante y vamos a estar mandándoles el enlace para que se puedan conectar con nosotros una vez por mes.
And we have an amazing team of staff here to support. We have our assistant principals in the room, we have our counselors in the room, and just amazing staff here to support you and your students on their journey, whether they're at Brookhurst or they're wrapping up at Savannah. What a great team, and we do consider ourselves one big school over two campuses. We call ourselves Brookanna. So welcome. 2019, oh my God.
2020, 21.
Y tenemos un gran equipo, ¿verdad? De las dos escuelas de Brookhurst y Savannah, somos una familia grande. Aquí tenemos ahorita con nosotros varios miembros del personal de Brookhurst y de Savannah que están aquí para apoyarles a usted, a sus familias, a sus estudiantes, al camino hacia el éxito.
Morning, everybody. So I'm going to just give you some updates. As you probably saw already in your email, our superintendent sent an email giving you the latest update in terms of our schools reopening and also in terms of our COVID updates. So as of right now, our campuses again remain closed in terms of their physicality, but we are open for office hours. You can call the campuses. So during this time, since you're not able to come to campus, we are asking that you regularly check the communication, and most importantly, email. We use your email to send Aries communication. We also use social media. And again, we are going to remain closed until the guidelines say otherwise for our area specifically, and we want to make sure that everyone is safe and healthy.
Como muchos posiblemente ya recibieron la información del distrito, las escuelas van a mantenerse cerradas físicamente, pero sí estamos abiertos en las oficinas para poder apoyarlos hasta que las reglas de nuestra área cambien. Van a seguir cerradas, pero por eso es tan importante que revisen su correo electrónico, las comunicaciones que tenemos seguido, para que se mantengan enterados de lo que está sucediendo.
Y cuando decimos está abierta virtualmente, así como a través del teléfono o a través del correo electrónico. Así que de las 8 a las 4 nos pueden hablar aquí a Berkhurst o a Savannah. And we say when they're open, they're virtually open. So you can call Savannah or Berkhurst between 8 and 4. All right.
I want to add real quick there. Obviously the school for students are closed. We're still providing lots of services on campus. And it's by appointment only. Right now we have textbook distribution that's occurring where people are physically coming to campus. We've had technology distributed. There's lunch every day. So coming to campus physically to go in and get support, it's available. It's just by appointment only.
Sí, queríamos dejarles saber de que, como dijo la señora Vázquez, ¿verdad? La escuela está cerrada a los estudiantes, ¿no? Pero estamos abiertos para ayudar a nuestros estudiantes y a nuestras familias, ¿no? Ahorita estamos haciendo la distribución de libros de texto, distribución de tecnología, distribución del almuerzo, distribución de comida a través de Saddleback Church. Entonces, sí están sucediendo muchas cosas dentro del plantel escolar, pero es más distribuciones, o si usted necesita ayuda individualizada, se puede comunicar con nosotros y le podemos asistir.
Great, thank you. Every day, folks, lunch is still available for your student between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Monday through Friday at both of our schools. And all that is required is your student ID number. When you get there, they just ask for it and they type it in and you drive away with a delicious lunch for the day. So just be mindful, it is available to you every day, Monday through Friday.
Queremos dejarles saber que el almuerzo está disponible todos los días, lunes a viernes, de 11 de la mañana a 1 de la tarde en Brookhurst Junior High y también en Savannah High School. Se requiere el número de identificación de su estudiante, es todo lo que se necesita para poder meter su información en la maquinita. And then also, there's also, if you live too far from Brookhurst or Savannah, there is also a service that started this week where you can go to, there's four different bus stops, and we'll be sharing this information with you through our Sunday newsletter, so you're able to see the specific addresses, but you're able to also pick up lunch there for your students, whether they are from AUHSD or Anaheim City. So that's another option for our families. La otra opción que tenemos para nuestras familias a través del Distrito Unificado de Anaheim es de que comenzando esta semana se empezó también a repartir el almuerzo en las diferentes paradas de autobús para nuestros estudiantes. Hay 4 diferentes localidades. Vamos a pasarles información durante nuestra llamada del domingo también, para que sepan que también tienen esa opción. Si tienen estudiantes de Brookhurst o de Savannah o estudiantes dentro de nuestro distrito y del distrito elemental de Anaheim, tienen esa opción de poder recoger también ahí la comida.
We need to pause for a second. Mr. The thing that I wanted to add in terms of the lunch is they could just go to one of the sites. So if you have students that are both at Brookhurst and or at Savannah, they can come to one or the other site.
Y otra cosa que queremos compartir es que para el almuerzo o lonche si tienen estudiantes en la Brookhurst, pueden ir a la Savannah o viceversa, pueden venir a la Brookhurst, no tienen que ir a las 2 escuelas.
Perfect. So in regards to meals, we'd love for your student, your family to complete a lunch application if you qualify for free and reduced lunch. If you feel like you don't qualify, it still behooves you to apply. You never know; things always are changing. But if you do apply and you do qualify, you could have reduced lunch costs, obviously, reduced costs for paid tests like AP tests, college application waivers, and so much more. And us as a school really benefits to help put money in our classrooms for our kids and for our community. So just if you haven't, please do your lunch application ASAP.
Yes, Mr. Pooley, are you presenting? I don't see the PowerPoint.
I see it.
See it? Oh, that's weird. Okay, I don't see it. Okay, so lo que acaba de compartir con nosotros el señor Pooley es de que si no ha aplicado todavía para recibir su lonche gratis o reducido para este año escolar, ya que se tiene que renovar cada año, es muy importante que lo hagan lo más pronto posible. Queremos asegurarnos de que no haya un lapso en que su estudiante reciba su almuerzo, ¿verdad? Ya sea que cuando regrese a la escuela, ¿verdad? Y no aplicó, que no haya un lapso. Aparte de recibir el almuerzo, también hay otros beneficios, ¿no? Como costo reducido de exámenes, costo reducido o gratis para aplicaciones del colegio, de la universidad, ¿verdad? Y aparte de eso es de que también a través de usted aplicar, la escuela recibe fondos, ¿verdad? Y eso es muy importante porque queremos continuar a poder ofrecer diferentes programas, diferentes beneficios que podemos ofrecer a nuestra comunidad escolar a causa de esos fondos. Así que si por favor no han aplicado, apliquen. Si no están seguros si califican o no, apliquen. Lo peor que le pueden decir es no, ¿verdad? Así y toma 3 minutos llenar la aplicación.
Okay, Mr. Pooley, there's a couple of people saying they can't see the presentation, so let's try it again.
Yes.
Let's try again. Sorry, guys. Resume. And when you present, you guys, you can't see.
So again, we want to make sure that we really encourage you to apply. Super quick, simple, easy, takes 2-3 minutes to apply. You can come and pick up a paper form from us. We're handing them out during our textbook distributions, or you can do it online and it processes quicker. So you can do it on your phone. Again, it's bit.ly/lunch20. por favor, otra vez, los animamos a que apliquen para lonche, es súper fácil, rápido. La página es bit.ly /lunch 20.
All right, this is just kind of a kickoff slide, but we are going to talk a little bit about the Virtual Parent Leadership Academy that's coming up, and that will be a joint effort between Berkers and Savannah. And also, we're really asking that people check their email daily, perhaps 3 times a day. And this is primarily for students in the morning, midday, and the afternoon.
Queremos asegurarnos de un par de cosas aquí, ¿no? Primeramente, de que ustedes sepan que ya próximamente vamos a comenzar con la Academia de Padres virtual y va a ser Brookhurst en conjunto con Savannah, donde va a poder usted aprender junto con nosotros cómo podemos mejor apoyar a nuestros estudiantes en este mundo virtual. Así que próximamente estén al pendiente, vamos a tener sesiones en inglés y en español. So for our Parent Leadership Academy, we're very excited. It's coming soon, like next month. So please stay tuned. Adriana and I will be sending more information. We're super excited about it. We're going to be offering sessions in English and Spanish. It's a district-wide effort, and its main purpose is on how to support our students to be successful in this new, virtual world that we are in right now. Y la otra cosa que la señora Vázquez quería comentarles es de que es muy importante que para poder ayudar a nuestros estudiantes a tener éxito, tienen que estar revisando sus correos electrónicos, no una vez, no 2 veces, 3 veces por lo menos, durante la mañana, a mediodía y en la noche, ya que esa es una de las maneras primordiales que, donde los maestros están comunicando con sus estudiantes. ¿Sí? Por favor, no una, no 2, por lo menos 3 veces.
Y más que nada para los estudiantes, mostly for the students. So let me go over, we want to clarify, we want to make sure that everyone has an understanding of what that edition is. We are already in the 3rd week of school, but we want to just review and answer any questions. This is the schedule for junior high. So let me just front load you that. But the days are the same. So if you're a Savannah parent, your schedule looks a little bit different. This is a junior high schedule, but I wanted to just put one up there. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is what we do, what we call synchronous days, which is live instruction with a teacher. If the teacher is not able to make it, they may encounter another teacher or a substitute that is coming in, just like they would on the regular school day when we had them here at the site. So again, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is what we're calling synchronous days, live instruction. Students go to all of their classes and they are live with the teacher.
Queremos clarificar un poquito de la expectativa y el horario que tienen los estudiantes. Este horario es para la secundaria, para Brookhurst. Es muy similar al de high school, pero queríamos poner algo en la pantalla para que puedan revisar. El lunes, miércoles y viernes es lo que llamamos un día sincrónico, que están los estudiantes en vivo con los maestros. Ahora, como si estuvieran en la escuela, si el maestro no estuviera disponible o algo sucediera, también tienen suplentes, pero la expectativa es que ellos estén en la escuela en vivo, sincrónico, los lunes, miércoles y viernes de este horario.
Next slide, Mr. Pidley. Okay, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays, what we call asynchronous days. So students are working independently, again, on their computers, but they are not meeting live with a teacher except for second period. So we are asking all students in high school and junior high to connect daily on these Tuesdays and Thursdays with their second period teacher. If the students do not check in, right, they're going to be marked absent. And also on these days, teachers are going to be asking students to submit something for attendance. So they are checking live with second period, but all of the other class periods, they are going to submit something in to let their teachers know, hey, I'm present, I'm checking in with you. And it could be a discussion board. It could be them filling something quickly. Most of our teachers have already built a routine, and maybe they're asking them a quick question. And so teachers are then taking that and doing the attendance for the day. And those forms or those check-ins, passive check-ins, are done by 2 o'clock. So we're asking students to submit those assignments or check-in by 2 o'clock.
Y el horario para el martes y jueves, los estudiantes, la expectativa es que ellos estén entrando a la clase del segundo periodo en vivo. Entonces los martes y jueves tienen que entrar a clase en vivo. Si no están entrando a clase en vivo, los van a marcar ausente. El resto del día, la expectativa es que los estudiantes estén haciendo trabajo independiente en cada una de sus clases. Va a haber trabajo que tienen que entregar. Puede ser una forma, puede ser una pregunta, o sea, tarea de clase en clase. Pero si no están entregando el trabajo, los van a marcar ausente. Como dijo la directora, puede ser una forma, una pregunta. Ya a este tiempo ya estamos a la tercera semana de escuela y ya los maestros tienen una rutina con los estudiantes, pero sí la expectativa es que tienen que estar entregando trabajo esos días y trabajando independientemente, si no los van a marcar ausente.
I see a couple of questions in the chat. I don't know if you want me to bring them up right now or
yes, let's bring them up right now because they're.
Yeah, so one is, can you explain to us what the benefit is of asynchronous learning? Other districts, in other districts, students attend 5 days live with teachers. That's one question.
Okay, so there's definitely, let me go back a little bit. Our district has been working since March with groups of teachers, parents, students, and they made their recommendations in terms of the schedule. We have synchronous days and asynchronous days to make sure that one, students stay connected, have the ability to do some project-based learning or other work that they may be doing, for us to do some push and support. And so you're going to see a variety of different schedules district or among other districts. The other thing is we also want to be able to quickly pivot in the event that we go to a hybrid model. And so those are all the considerations. So the benefits for doing asynchronous is that it's flexible. The students could, some teachers are holding office hours. Adriana, raise your hand if you need me to pause.
Okay, yeah. So, la que está diciendo la directora es que la pregunta fue qué es el beneficio de tener días asincrónicos, ¿verdad? Que están trabajando independientemente. Dice que el beneficio es que, bueno, desde marzo nuestro distrito ha estado trabajando y sobre el horario, planeando qué va a ser el horario para el año escolar. Se reunieron con estudiantes, con maestros, con padres para ver las recomendaciones de todos. Y tener días asincrónicos es que ellos pueden tener trabajo independiente que están haciendo un proyecto, o sea, esa es una de tienen la habilidad de poder hacer eso, ¿verdad? También las horas de oficina, si es que se tienen que reunir con los maestros de uno en uno. Aparte de eso, si vamos a cambiar el horario, porque es posible que después cambie el horario de que estén yendo a la escuela parte del tiempo y parte sea virtual, eso nos da la habilidad de poder cambiar.
Yeah, so I just want to add in, and maybe Mr. Pulley also, or anyone else in our staff wants to add, a lot of the days are being used, as you see in the slide, to support students. They may be scheduling one-on-one tutoring or small groups. They may be getting services through a special education. We may be calling parent and student meetings. So it gives us the flexibility and students the flexibility to also gain the support during the school day.
Y los días asincrónicos también nos da la posibilidad de poder darle apoyos a los estudiantes, pueden para como servicios especiales, reuniones con padres y con maestros, o sea, el apoyo adicional, que eso nos da la habilidad de poder darles apoyo adicional a los estudiantes.
Okay, Mr. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to add, the schedule, folks, allows for students to have some flexibility with home life as well. Tuesday and Thursday, they are loose. It's not an all day in front of the computer versus the other days are. And that's just a conscientious effort to allow the students to adjust their time at home with whatever the needs are there as well. And then allows them to check in with teachers on a different level, or their coaches or their club advisors, so that everyone, all their supports and all their needs are met.
I see another question about why are only some teachers requiring a check-in during asynchronous days?
So all teachers are required to take attendance daily. And so teachers have to give some assignment for students to submit. Some are doing, the second period is a live check-in. So the second period teacher has to do a live check-in. So I'm not sure if you're referring to that, but that is the second period does the live check-in. The rest of the period, it could be something that they do on Schoology, like a discussion board, or it could be something that they turn in. It could be a form. It could be an assignment that they turn in. So it's different, but the only check-in live, because we want to make sure that we physically see them every day, to make sure that we can connect with them, we are asking the second period teachers to do a live check-in.
La pregunta fue que por qué solamente algunos de los maestros requieren que entreguen trabajo, y dice que la expectativa o es requerido que en cada clase estén entregando trabajo en vivo los martes el martes y el jueves durante el segundo periodo tienen que entrar a clase en vivo. Y eso es requerido para todos, para tomar asistencia. Las otras clases, todas las clases, y va a haber diferentes formas que estén haciendo trabajo. Posiblemente, como dijo la directora, puede ser una forma, puede ser una pregunta de discusión en Schoology, puede ser una tarea que están entregando, pero en cada una de sus clases tienen que entregar algún trabajo. Y es para, bueno, como dijo, para asegurarnos que estén conectando con los estudiantes todos los días, y es por eso que es en vivo durante el segundo periodo, pero todo lo demás es trabajo que están entregando.
I see several other Brookhurst questions. My son is in 7th grade in dual immersion, and he received only 2 textbooks for science and math. About the rest of the textbooks, why didn't he receive the rest? Or is he supposed to go on a different day?
Okay, so good question. Thank you for asking. We had textbook distribution. It started yesterday, and we're going to talk a little bit more. We asked the teachers to let us know what were the required textbooks that they needed so that we could distribute them. So for math and for science, those are consumable books. So all the students are receiving those. And if they are part of the dual language immersion program, they may be using an e-novel, or they may be using supplemental materials, or like our English classes all have a textbook that they may be referencing online because it has some tools. So if you only got 2, it's because they only had 2, unless they are going to be using something in the future that we will notify you. But it may be online, or it may be something that they're using through Schoology, through supplemental materials.
La pregunta fue de por qué tuvimos distribución de libros en Brookhurst el día de ayer, y su estudiante solamente recibió un libro de matemáticas y uno de ciencias. Quería saber por qué no recibió los otros libros. En la escuela le preguntaron a todos los maestros cuáles son los libros que se van a estar utilizando, qué se tiene que distribuir. Posiblemente los maestros solamente van a utilizar libros que sean digital, y es por eso que no los distribuyeron, porque va a estar todo por computadora. Después, en el futuro, si eso cambia y van a utilizar otros libros, vamos a informarles para que pueda haber otra distribución de textos que se van a utilizar.
Pero mínimamente, mínimamente a fuerzas es uno de matemáticas y de ciencia, porque esos son tienen que escribir en ellos. Entonces esos no están digitalmente, por lo menos tienen que recibir esos 2. So I was just saying that minimally, and Mr. Pooley, you could maybe speak more to this. The math and the science were consumable on our site, so they have to write on them. So that's something that every student should have received.
And then there's a couple more questions. I don't know if you want me to just keep track of them and then you reply, or
are they related to our schedule right now?
They're
oh
yeah. I'm just trying to, like, you know, yeah. So I don't know if you want to keep going, and I'll just keep track of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Pillay, next one. All right, for student expectations, do you want me to do it or you want to do it?
It's the same for both of us. I can do it real quick here. Folks, obviously, when we talk about distance learning, or even in just learning in general, we have expectations. And you're going to see several slides here about expectations. And I know this Sunday, we're going to send out a sheet from Savannah in particular regarding our expectations for every role on our campus, from parents to students to admin to office staff, so counselors. So just be prepared. So you can see on this slide here, there's lots of great things. I'll get to them in a second.
Ok, queremos dejarles saber que en estas noticias semanales de este domingo próximo se les va a enviar una hoja con las expectativas de los diferentes miembros de nuestra comunidad escolar, ¿no? Las expectativas para los padres, para las consejeras, para la administración escolar. Entonces ahorita va a repasar el señor Pulley cuáles son las expectativas para los estudiantes.
So the list is not too long. Here you can see we want everyone to be on time. We want to treat the class session just like a regular in-person day at school, so being present every day. We want our teachers to see our students, and so we can connect with them. Although students won't see each other, just a teacher will see the students. We want those students to interact and participate in their classes. We want them to do their work. We want them to meet with the teacher when they have questions. And at Savannah, we have Tuesdays and Thursdays outside of the check-ins. We have office hours for students to seek their particular teacher that they have questions. We've talked about checking email, and we want them to stay on top of their grades so they're ready for in-person activities when we resume.
Pues algunas de las expectativas, ¿no? De siempre estar a tiempo, ¿verdad? Estar en cada clase, así como si fuera un día escolar regular durante, ¿verdad? Cuando estábamos en la escuela. Asegurarse de que prenden su cámara de la computadora para que los maestros los puedan ver, y asegurarse de que están asistiendo al curso, ¿no? Otros estudiantes no los van a poder ver, solamente el maestro. Es importante que estén interactuando con los maestros y participar en sus lecciones, hacer su trabajo y que se involucren en el proceso, ¿verdad? También los martes y jueves van a tener oportunidad los estudiantes para comunicarse con sus maestros si tienen alguna duda o pregunta, también de que estén revisando su correo electrónico regularmente, y de que mantengan sus calificaciones para que puedan participar en deportes y en actividades extracurriculares ahora que ya se nos dé esa oportunidad.
All right, in terms of home expectations, and so one of the things that we want to double and triple check is that everyone has their own device. In the past, I know that they were maybe sharing because we were not using them as frequently, but really because the expectations now that they are on the computer a lot every single day, we really would like every student to have their own. And so as a parent or as a guardian, if you can help us with that, that would be great. And again, we still can, if you need one, if you missed the distribution, please let us know so we can get one to you. Having a quiet space. So a lot of the time students are looking for a place to work at home. So if you can help them find a space that you feel is the most appropriate, that would be helpful. Preferably somewhere where, you know, maybe it's not too close to a television if it's going to be on, or just think about the environment that they have and see if there's a place where they could put their computers so they could have a space that is dedicated for that at home. I'm going to pause there, Adriana.
En términos de las expectativas de en casa o de los padres es En el pasado, una de las cosas que queremos asegurarnos que los estudiantes tengan su propia computadora. Yo sé que en el pasado los estudiantes no estaban tanto en la computadora, entonces posiblemente estaban compartiendo una computadora, pero ahora la expectativa y los estudiantes están en la computadora mucho, ¿verdad? Casi todo el día, todos los días. Entonces es bien importante que quiero que nos ayuden con eso, que todos los estudiantes tengan su propia computadora. Si no han ido a una de las distribuciones que tenemos, por favor no duden en marcar a las escuelas para poder proveerle la tecnología necesaria para que puedan estar ellos y tener su propia computadora dedicada para ellos. Aparte de eso, también es muchas veces los estudiantes, hasta nosotros, ¿verdad? Estamos encontrando o tratando de buscar un lugar callado donde podemos estar trabajando. Es muy importante que traten de ayudar a su estudiante a buscar un lugar dedicado para ellos, a lo mejor alejado de, a lo mejor si la televisión está prendida o de alguna distracción que tengan, un lugar dedicado donde ellos puedan estar estudiando, y ese va a ser tu lugar para poder estudiar.
In the event that a student is not going to come to class. So if we were in a regular school day, right, the student would come to school, but if they're not able to come to school, you as a parent or someone from home would call our attendance office and let us know that they're not going to be able to attend. That process is still going to be the same. And so for Berkers, is our telephone number for the attendance office is 999-3612. And for Savannah is 74220-4262, extension 23631. Again, this is if a student's not able to do the class. So for example, we've had situations where a student did not attend class and we found out that they were at a doctor's appointment, or that they went to the dentist, or they were sick. And so don't forget to just give us a call and say, you know, my daughter or my son is not going to be able to make it today because they have this, so that we can clear that. Now, there was a question in the chat. I went back a little bit as it relates to attendance. Well, what if there's technical difficulties? What if I'm not able to log in? Please call the attendance office and let them know, and email the teacher once you're able to connect to let them know, because then we know that you're trying and we can code that that into our system, okay?
Para los estudiantes es bien importante que estén en cada una de sus clases, ¿verdad? Pero si, como en un día normal, cuando estaban yendo a la escuela, si faltaban para el próximo día o ese mismo día, ustedes llamaban a la oficina de asistencia a dejarles saber que no pudieron ir por X razón. A lo mismo es en estas ocasiones. Si los estudiantes no pueden estar presentes en clase, es bien importante que puedan marcar a la oficina de asistencia. Para Brookhurst, el número es el 714-999-3612. Para Savannah es el 714-220-4262, extensión 23631. Ha habido ocasiones donde miramos que los estudiantes no están presentes en clase y hacemos esa llamada y nos dicen, oh, es que tenía una cita para el doctor o tenía una cita del dentista. Está bien, pero por favor déjenos saber. En el chat alguien preguntó que qué tal si no se pueden conectar a la clase porque están teniendo problemas de tecnología o la internet, o déjenos saber, marquen a la oficina de asistencia para que así nosotros estemos enterados que es porque no están en clase porque no quieren, sino porque están teniendo dificultad técnica, y así nosotros podemos hacer las notas adecuadas en la asistencia para que sepamos que no es porque no quieren estar en clase, sino es porque están teniendo dificultades.
Then I see a question about connectivity for a parent that she's having issues with the internet and in regards to a hotspot and all that. So if you can just, at the end of the presentation, we have the parent center number for Brookhurst and for Savannah. So if you're a Brookhurst parent, you can call Adriana and she'll take care of you. Or if it's a Savannah student, you can call me and I'll take care of that for you. Hay una mamá que preguntó sobre problemas con el internet, pidió un hotspot y ha tenido problemas con eso. Le piden una hora específica. Si es mamá de Savannah, al final de la presentación tenemos mi número de teléfono. Comuníquese conmigo, yo le asisto con eso. Si es de Brookhurst, se comunica con Adriana y ella le puede asistir con eso.
I also wanted, attendance is a big topic because it looks different. And as you can tell, when we do things in a setting like this, a teacher may ask students to participate, and sometimes they do and sometimes they forget. I've been in a couple of classes and we're asking them to write down their name and they don't write down their name, and so the teacher is using that information to take attendance. So it's really important that if students are engaged, that they are really listening and making sure that if they're taking attendance, right, they're doing what the teacher is asking them to do. Because I see a message in the chat box that the student was there, but they were marked absent. And so we need to connect with that teacher and/or let us know in the attendance office so we can help you.
La asistencia, ahorita estamos platicando mucho de ella porque es diferente, ¿verdad? Como están tomando asistencia ahorita en este formato virtual, que como lo estaban haciendo cuando están presentes físicamente en clase. A veces en una de las clases la forma de que las maestras están tomando asistencia es posiblemente les piden que los estudiantes escriban algo en el chat o que estén participando para que la maestra pueda mirar que los estudiantes están en clase. Entonces es por eso que es tan importante que los estudiantes estén poniendo atención y que estén participando para poder asegurarnos que estemos tomando asistencia adecuada. Ahora también puede haber un error, ¿verdad? Y si el estudiante, alguien en el chat dijo, sí, mi estudiante estuvo en clase, pero lo marcaron ausente, por favor comuníquese con asistencia y con los maestros. Les pueden mandar un correo electrónico para dejarles saber, si estuve en clase, y podemos rectificar ese error.
All right. I also see some questions on instruction, and I'm gonna I'll get to those afterwards. Let me just go through some of the expectations for our schedule. Veo unas preguntas acerca del chat de instrucción, las vamos a contestar, pero voy a terminar estas partes de las expectativas. Also, really important, if you could, again, just reiterate the communication from home to us or students to teachers, or from us to you. So we're going to continue doing that. So in terms of the expectations, if you know something that we need to know, or you're struggling with something we need to know, please just connect with us so that we can support.
Y en términos de comunicación es bien importante que se estén comunicando con nosotros. Si hay algo en que nosotros podemos apoyarles a ustedes o necesitamos saber algo que está sucediendo en casa, por favor déjenos saber y nosotros vamos a seguir con la comunicación de la escuela hacia casa.
All right, so let me talk to you a little bit about Berker's updates and just things that are happening in Berker's. Our classes are off and running. We spend the first 2 weeks building community, and one of the things that we really emphasize and know students need right now is a sense of connection, and also they need that sense of classroom community in order to create an effective environment, right? Because whether they are participating together virtually or when we return, there needs to be a trust, and there needs to be a way in which they are conducting themselves. And so we spend the first 2 weeks building community. Also, we spend some time going over some important facts about COVID, some important things about hygiene, and some important things about etiquette, and also about communicating online. And those were 6 lessons that both Savannah and Berker's did.
En información sobre Brookhurst, ya las clases han empezado, vamos ya a la tercera semana de la escuela. Queremos compartir que las primeras 2 semanas de escuela hemos tratado algo que lo hacemos desde antes, ¿verdad? No solamente virtual, pero tratamos de crear comunidad, porque queremos que es bien importante que antes de que puedan tener esa plataforma para aprender, es bien importante que tengan esa comunidad entre los estudiantes, esa confianza entre los maestros, para que pueda haber una plataforma de poder aprender adecuadamente. Ahora también hemos compartido mucha información sobre COVID, sobre cómo comportarse en clase virtualmente, sobre las reglas y cómo comunicarse con los maestros por email. Toda esa información se les ha dado a todos los estudiantes de nuestro distrito, y es lo que han estado haciendo en las últimas semanas de escuela.
Okay, and then specifically about instruction, I want to just talk a little bit about our district has spent the summer. We have an educational division at the district that works, that they have specialists in each content area. So we have a science curriculum specialist, we have math curriculum specialist. So we have them for all of our areas, and they worked on professional development, particularly the national standards for online learning. Because you would think that, you know, just getting online and replicating what you do, what you've done in the past would translate, but it really does not.
Algo más que queremos compartir es que durante el verano hemos trabajado con la división de educación, pues tenemos especialistas de ciencias, de matemáticas, o sea, de todas las materias tenemos especialistas que han estado trabajando con nuestros maestros para poder enfocarnos en los estándares de aprendizaje a distancia. Ha cambiado cómo están aprendiendo los estudiantes, entonces las estándares de antes posiblemente no todas son iguales, entonces han estado trabajando con la división de educación para poder enfocarnos en estas estándares de aprendizaje a distancia.
All right, and so someone asked the question about, well, what are we talking about when we talk about rigorous? And we were talking about, you know, we're providing instruction online that is rigorous. So in this picture particularly, you can see the emphasis on the 5 C's. So our focus in our district really is about developing students' skills that have been research-based, has given them the success, not just in academics, but also career and life. So it's talking about making sure that they have strong critical thinking skills, that they're able to formulate new ideas and use creativity, that they're able to work in teams and collaborate either physically or virtually, that they are able to have compassion and ethics. And so we really focus a lot of our instructions on building these skills plus the content. Like I mentioned, our teachers are getting a lot of professional development on e-standards. So there's a lot of tools. How do we get students to connect with and relate to the content? So maybe we're using maybe a Padlet or a bulletin where they're collaborating. We're talking about depths of knowledge. How do they have to go in to do a certain activity? We're doing a lot of project-based learning. And so when we talk about rigorous, we're talking about building their skill set and combining, not just giving them content and having them repeat it, but having them take the content, connect it to prior knowledge, make it relevant. Our school side, we do a lot of civic engagement. And in fact, the last 2 years, our students have done really well in the Orange County competition because they're able to articulate and research and talk about something that they're passionate about. So that's the best way I can translate in terms of rigor, right? We're not just talking about giving them more work. We're talking about giving them work, having them go deeper, having them then internalize it and create something out of it and make it relevant to them as students and maybe their community as well. So we really want the content to translate, not just to be able to repeat it. Adriana, I can say it in Spanish if you want me to.
Sorry, I got kicked out and I just came back in. Me sacó la internet. Sorry.
Ok, lo voy a repetir yo en español porque la señorita Adriana la desconectaron. Una de las preguntas que estaba en el chat es, ¿me pueden escribir un poco más acerca de las clases? Están diciendo que son, how do you say rigor? Son más,
rigurosas.
Rigurosas, ok. Y estaba explicando que antiguamente la educación era diferente porque nada más les dábamos a los estudiantes. Y eso es cuando yo fui a la escuela, aunque fue recientemente, pero o sea, años, como no estábamos tan accesible a toda la información que está en la web, ¿no? Entonces nos daban información y nada más repetíamos o lo decíamos. Ya ahora en día las clases son de que te dan información, pero tienes que aplicarlas y tienes que encontrarle alguna relación con tu vida, con tu comunidad. Entonces estamos haciendo la información que como que tenga su propia vida en el estudiante. Entonces van a haber muchos proyectos de colaboración, va a haber muchas oportunidades de que ellos puedan hacer cosas creativas, que puedan tomar esa información y cambiarla. Estaba platicando también de que nuestra escuela tiene un enfoque en que ellos se conecten cívicamente, y los últimos 2 años hemos ido a varias competencias donde ellos pueden hablar acerca de un tema que ellos investigaron, escribieron y después dan un discurso, y hemos ganado varios premios de eso los últimos años. El enfoque mucho, aparte de nada más de la materia, es en esas destrezas que son las 5 Cs que las ven ahí en la diapositiva, que es la comunicación, el pensar críticamente, el tener esa creatividad, porque estas son las destrezas que se ha de investigación ha probado que son las que les dan al estudiante el éxito académicamente, pero también en su carrera y en su vida. Entonces, cuando estamos hablando de cómo estamos haciendo las clases para que ellos entiendan no solamente lo básico, la materia, sino que haya un poco de destrezas también de ese desarrollo. Okay, so I'm going to go on to our Chromebook distribution and textbooks. We started yesterday, and then our next ones are next Tuesdays and Thursday, and it's from 10 to noon and 1 to 3. And I believe we have already sent out the information, so if you have not received it, those are the next 2 days coming up. We also have Spirit Week, so we want to make sure, again, that students have a place that they're connecting, and that will be happening next week. And we also have Club Rush, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it will be from 1 to 2. And so students have the opportunity to connect with and join a club. I'll stop there, Adriana.
Y también queremos compartir que la próxima distribución de textos, hemos hecho distribución ya de texto y de computadora. La próxima distribución de texto es el martes 1 de septiembre de 10 a 12 y de 1 a 3. Y también el día 2 de septiembre. El 2 de septiembre de la misma, el horario sería de 3 a 5 y media. Ya hemos compartido esa información, entonces revisen su correo electrónico también para esa información. También vamos a tener la Semana de Espíritu, donde los estudiantes se pueden conectar con diferentes clubes y organizaciones. Y la Semana de Espíritu, disculpe, sería del 31 al 9, sería la próxima semana. Y también durante esa semana los estudiantes pueden conectarse con diferentes clubes que tenemos en la escuela.
All right, and also I want you to know that they can connect students and you as a parent, or if you know of anyone, one of your friends is looking for this support. We are continuing our wellness support. Some of it is through telehealth. We do have a social worker on our campus. We have a psychologist, and we also have counselors. And the event that you need to reach out and you talk to a counselor, or you need resources, that is still going on, and we can provide that support.
Y también estamos siguiendo con nuestras apoyo de salud mental. Tenemos a nuestra trabajadora social que está trabajando en la escuela con nosotros, a consejeras, a los psicólogos. Si ustedes o conocen a alguien que necesita apoyo, seguimos con eso. Entonces, conéctese con la escuela si es que necesita apoyo.
All right, next slide, Mr. Pooley. All right, I wanted to introduce you to our counselors. I believe Ms. Pineda is on here. I'm not sure if she can unmute herself or not, but we have our 8th grade counselor, Ms. Pineda, and then Ms. Yu is currently subbing for Ms. Saldivar, and she is our 7th grade level counselor. So Ms. Rosalinda Pineda, if you want to say a little bit about the counseling department.
I'm Ms. Pineda, and I've been at Brookhurst for the last, this is my 3rd year. I transferred here from Catella High School. So I've been with the district for almost 20 years. And so I'm glad to provide services to your children. This year we're starting, we are transitioning from alpha to grade level. So I am serving all of the students in 8th grade and I'm also the lead counselor. So if you have any questions, please welcome and reach out to me. Miss Yu is the 7th grade counselor, subbing right now for Miss Saldivar. You can see the picture of Miss Saldivar to the far right. She is due to come back soon. We're not sure exactly if she'll be coming back or extending her leave. So we've been getting a lot of requests for schedule changes. We do have a Google form that you can complete. That way we're checking every day. We usually have hundreds of emails every day, and we don't want to get those emails lost, and we want to be prompt in responding to you. So please complete the Google form. We will be uploading that also in our back to school presentation, so you'll have access to that. And so I will give a little bit of time to Miss Yu to introduce herself, and then we also have Miss Samantha Goodwin. She is our intern this year. She'll be working with us for the first semester. So welcome and good to meet everyone. And I'm here to support your children. And if you have any questions, I'll be here to answer those questions. Miss Yu?
Can I intervene just so I can translate really quick?
Sorry.
It's fine. Esos son los consejeros que tenemos con ustedes hablando. Era la señora Pineda, que es la consejera de 8º grado. Este es su 3er año aquí en Brookhurst con nosotros, pero ella ha estado en nuestro distrito por 20 años, entonces tiene mucha experiencia. Como dijo, están haciendo una transición de, antes estaban por orden alfabética, quien era la consejera, ahora es por grado. La señora Pineda es en el 8º grado y tenemos la señora Yu, que está de suplente y es consejera de 7º grado. También tenemos la señora Annie Yu, está de suplente para la señora Saldívar, que va a regresar a ser la consejera del 7º grado. No tenemos la fecha exacta, pero ellos los consejeros están aquí para apoyarlos. Están recibiendo ellos muchísimos mensajes de correo electrónico, entonces hay una forma que pueden utilizar para conectarse con ellos, para asegurarse que puedan apoyar a toda la información o cualquier pregunta que tengan. Vamos a agregar la forma, si está bien con la señora Pineda, aquí en el chat, y también lo vamos a mandar por correo electrónico. Y también quiere presentar a la señorita Annie Yu para que pueda platicar con ustedes o presentarse.
All right, Miss Yu, if you want to just say hello really quick.
Yeah, of course. Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Miss Annie Yu, and I'm the substitute 7th grade counselor at Brookanna High School. And so, as Miss Pineda said, I'm working with the 7th graders, but I also reach out and support the 8th graders as well. So during my time right now, I've been meeting with a lot of parents and students over the phone just to talk about how to support them through the transition of elementary to middle school. And so if you ever need to contact me, we can schedule a time to talk on the phone or Google Meets. And so that way we can work together to support your student. I look forward to working with everyone.
And can we introduce Miss Goodwin, please, so that they can see her face, because she might be working with your students and maybe with you as well.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Miss Samantha Goodwin. I'm an intern. I am attending Azusa Pacific University. I am excited to work with staff and students and parents and just get a great learning experience out of being at Brookhurst. So thanks, everybody.
La señorita.
And I just want to make sure, I just wanted to make sure and invite you to go on our website and check out the back to school night video, because we present our open sequence, and we will be having workshops throughout the year so that you can be aware of when those are happening.
La señorita Yu quiere que sepa que durante su tiempo ahorita lo que ella ha estado haciendo es trabajando con los padres, estudiantes. Ella es la consejera de 7º grado, pero también está apoyando con el 8º grado. Ella lo que está haciendo ahorita está reuniéndose mucho con padres, estudiantes, para apoyar con la transición, ¿verdad?, de elemental a la secundaria. Aparte, entonces quiere que sepa que si ustedes quieren, pueden hacer una cita con ella para tener una junta virtual para poder darles el apoyo, y está contenta de estar aquí para poder apoyar a todos. También tenemos a la señorita Samantha Goodwin, que posiblemente pueda estar trabajando con los estudiantes. Ella está apoyando a consejería ahorita, y quiere que la conozcan y que miren su cara, porque posiblemente ella también estaría trabajando con sus estudiantes.
Okay, thank you, Adriana. Mr. Pooley. So all of our Berkers and Savannah staff members are working on the Anaheim Pledge. We're going to go into more detail later. I just wanted to let you know that. Next slide. Oh, perdón. Lo digo en español rápidamente. Nuestros equipos de consejería en Berkers y Savannah van a trabajar sobre la promesa académica de Anaheim. Entonces nada más les quería comentar eso. This is our back to school. We just had it. Thank you for joining us. If you were able to join us on Tuesday, we are going to have a virtual back to school available starting next Monday, where we gather all the materials from our teachers of their presentations this week. So if you missed any classes or you need to reference that will be available for you starting next Monday. La próxima, I'll do it, Adriana. Esta semana tuvimos nuestro evento de regreso a casa, y si por alguna razón no pudo acompañarnos o perdió alguna o dos clases, vamos a tener toda la información para ustedes disponible el próximo lunes, el 31 de agosto, donde van a poderse meter a las puertitas de los maestros y van a tener la presentación de ese día. All right, Mr. Pooley. And I want to invite you to our web store. So kicking our Spirit Week next week, ASB will be having merchandise. So if students want to purchase something, a water bottle, their yearbook, if they want to do spirit wear, this is where you would go to, and it's listed under students. La próxima semana, empezando el lunes o el martes, nuestro equipo de estudiantil, del gobierno estudiantil, va a empezar a vender las camisetas y los anuales a través de la tienda de ASB, y está en la página web bajo estudiantes. Nada más les quería enseñar eso. All right, next one. All right, off to you, Mr. Pooley.
All right.
Sorry.
Thank you so much, and thank you, parents. These will be just some updates specific to Savannah High School. Some of the stuff is what Ms. Vasquez already shared. There's an overlap. Maria, you want to?
Maria, you're muted. She's talking. No, she's talking. Hold on.
You're muted, Maria.
Yeah, still muted. There you go.
No. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm on a Chromebook here and it's been a little weird. Lo que quería dejarle saber al señor Pooley es de que mucha de la información que ya compartió la señora Vázquez es información que aplica también a Savannah. Así que ahorita nos va a compartir información que es específica a nuestra escuela, Savannah.
So same thing, our class is up and running. We're wrapping up the second full week. We call it this week 2. And we just want to be patient, and we're thankful for your patience, actually, because technology has been a challenge for everybody. It is getting better, it's getting smoother, and we just want to give you a big appreciation and thank you. And our teachers and staff are working tremendous. We're hoping to get everybody a Chromebook or a piece of technology, by the end of next week, just to make sure all students can get on and be in their classes effectively and efficiently.
Queremos dejarles saber pues que ya comenzamos con nuestras clases, ¿no? Y también agradecerles su paciencia, la paciencia de los estudiantes, a los maestros, ya que la tecnología ha sido un desafío, ¿verdad? No solamente para los estudiantes, sino para los maestros también que están navegando este nuevo mundo virtual, pero le queremos dejar saber que ya va mejor, ¿verdad? Ya vamos mejorando con lo de la tecnología. Seguimos distribuyendo Chromebooks y libros de texto. I think that's where you ended up, right? Chromebooks and textbooks.
Yeah. So we're going to start today, folks. This is our day number 2 with textbooks. Today is for 10th graders. If you have a 10th grader and an 11th grader, or a 10th grader and a senior, you can definitely come and we can do both books, both students at the same time. And then next week we'll have a similar setup as well. We want to make sure all of our kids get their textbooks by the end of next week, and we've got some other days planned for makeups, but it's super important to get our kids with their books. And it may not be a book for every class, like we heard earlier from Brookhurst, very similar, but our kids will all get to have math classes, will get a math book, and depending on their other classes, they might get books as well. But just hang in there with us. I know the email and information for the days and times has gone out, and it's in the chat box as well, I believe. So thank you.
And it's 10th grade only today, right, Mr. Pulley? I know next week is 10th and.
It's 10th today. I mean, if a ninth grader couldn't make it yesterday, we can take care of it as well. But we're trying to just keep it organized. Yeah, but we'll take them anyway.
Entonces, pues, les queremos dejar saber que hoy es nuestro día número 2 de la distribución de libros de texto. Hoy va a ser para los estudiantes del grado 10, de 2:30 a 6 de la tarde. La información se les ha enviado a través de correo electrónico, llamada, texto, y está también aquí en el chat, para que estén al pendiente, porque queremos asegurarnos de que todos los estudiantes tengan lo que necesitan a más tardar al fin de la próxima semana.
Thank you. And you heard from Ms. Vasquez that attendance counts. It's a big piece, and she spent a great time going over it. It's exactly the same at Savannah. And we're seeing great attendance, actually, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The attendance is really, really strong. Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's a little spotty, so we're really encouraging our kids to do their attendance activity. We know life happens, but we want to make sure our kids are connecting with our school. And then athletics and sports, they're coming. We're aiming for a start of September 14th. But for our students to participate, they need to make sure they've had some documents taken care of. They need to see their doctor and have a physical. They need to sign the COVID form. I know all their coaches have shared that with the players that are interested in playing in sports. So just be mindful of those two things. And our back to school night is another 3 weeks away, and more information is to come. And we talked about staying connected, and that's how important that is as well.
Queremos continuar a enfatizar la importancia de la asistencia, ¿verdad? La asistencia cuenta, ¿verdad? Y lo que nos dice el señor Pulley es de que los lunes, miércoles y viernes los estudiantes han hecho un muy buen trabajo en cuanto a asistencia, han estado asistiendo a sus clases. Es el martes y jueves donde hay un poquito más de problema, ¿no? Entonces queremos asegurarnos de que nuestros estudiantes están checando con esa clase del segundo periodo a las 9:15, pero aparte también completando las actividades de asistencia para sus otras clases. Esas actividades se tienen que entregar los martes y jueves a más tardar a las 2 de la tarde para que les cuente como asistencia. Y sé que el señor Pulley ya lo comentó, y vi algunos mensajes en el chat sobre situaciones donde su estudiante no se pudo conectar, lo marcaron ausente. ¿Qué es lo que puede hacer? Comunicarse con el maestro. Entonces, esa es una de las maneras donde usted puede, su estudiante puede abogar por él mismo y comunicarse con su maestro para dejarle saber la situación. I just wanted to let parents know that you had already talked about it, but there's comments in the chat in Spanish about situations with students being marked absent because they had a tech issue. So I just let them know to make sure that they connect with their teachers. They let their teachers know.
Yep, and some of the students are they're being really great about that. They're emailing me even directly. I'm getting them in contact with their teacher. Absolutely, let us know of the situation so we can adjust and pivot for you guys. Did you get that?
Oh, I forgot. No, so now I have to go back to athletics. No, I have to go back to. Ya vamos a comenzar con los deportes también. La fecha que esperamos es el 14 de septiembre. Ya los estudiantes quienes van a participar, sus entrenadores, sus coaches ya se comunicaron con ellos porque hay un proceso, ¿no? Tienen que entregar documentos, hacer un examen físico, una forma del COVID que tienen que entregar. Entonces esa información ya fue diseminada a los estudiantes. Vamos a tener nuestra noche de Back to School Night, nuestra noche de regreso a la escuela el 15 de septiembre a las 6 de la tarde, así que ya tendremos más información sobre eso pronto. Y también continuar a enfatizar la importancia de estar conectado, ¿verdad? de revisar sus correos electrónicos, no 1, 2, 3 veces por lo menos para los estudiantes, pero igual para los padres, estar revisando su correo electrónico, teléfono. Tenemos nuestra página de internet y nuestras redes sociales. Síganos en Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Awesome, thank you. Our counseling team is amazing, just like Brookhurst. They work really well together. Each of our counselors follow their students, their caseload, all the way through graduation. So the counselor that your student currently has will be following them all the way through until graduation. And I know our counselors are on this call. Would you like to add anything, Ms. Hajiz, and your team?
Yes, so my name is Penny Hajiz. I'm the lead counselor at Savannah High School, and I am also the 10th grade counselor, class of 2023. You can see here, if we're going to share this with the parents, which I'm assuming we're going to do, Mr. Pooley, this slide is your go-to slide for your counselors at Savannah High School. You can click on the link under Who is My Counselor, and you can see all of our pictures, how to access us, all of that information. If you want to click on it, I don't know if they can see it, but you can access that. Also, if you want to speak to your counselor, you can request to see us on the Bitly app. Your students can also request to see us on the Bitly app. That goes directly to our email, and we know that you want to schedule an appointment with us. In addition to that, we do want you to check out our counseling website. We put the link into that as well, so you have access to that, and you can see more information about our department and what we're doing there. And also there is a little resource link for you as well with more helpful information.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Hajiz.
You're welcome.
¿Quién es mi consejera, verdad? Habló el señor Pooley sobre nuestro maravilloso equipo de consejeras en Savannah, que al igual que en Brookhurst, están aquí para apoyar a sus estudiantes. Como trabajan en la escuela preparatoria, es de que cada estudiante, cada consejera está encargada de un grado, ¿verdad? Y va a acompañar a su estudiante hasta que se gradúe. Tenemos a la señora Álvarez para el grado 9 y Puente, a la señora Hajiz para el grado 10, a la señora Mata para el grado 11 y a la señorita Rockwell para el grado 12. Estos enlaces que están aquí en esta presentación también se les va a compartir a través de PowerPoint a todos ustedes y a todas nuestras familias. Así que pueden ustedes copiar ese enlace y así comunicarse directamente con las consejeras de sus estudiantes. Pueden hacer una cita con la consejera, obtener información sobre ellas a través de esos links. También tienen una página de internet específicamente para el departamento de consejería. La dirección está ahí debajo. Así que les invitan a comunicarse con ellas para cualquier duda o pregunta, e igual sus estudiantes. Okay, so that's me. So Savannah and Brookhurst parents. Okay, Brookhurst parents, please, we would love, and I know Ms. Rockwell's here somewhere, so I know she would love it too. We're going to have a College 101, where to start and how to pay for it. So it's never too early to start. So if you have a 7th grader, if you have an 8th grader, please join us. This will take place, we're having 2 sessions, an English session and a Spanish session. So the English session takes place September 9th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. And we have the Google Meet link there. And I've also shared the flyers with Adriana, so I know she'll be sharing that with the Brookhurst families as well. So it's through an organization called Advance Onto College. So again, 6:30 to 8, we would love for our Brookhurst family to join us on that night. And we have the Spanish version on September 10th, same time, same channel. And again, we want to welcome our our Brookhurst families to join us as well. Vamos a tener nuestra primera noche de padres el 9 y 10 de septiembre. Y invitamos a las familias de Brookhurst también, porque nunca es demasiado temprano para comenzar a pensar en el futuro de nuestros estudiantes, ¿no? Entonces, el enfoque va a ser cómo empezar a pensar en el colegio, en la universidad, cómo poder pagar, cómo poder navegar. Vamos a tener una sesión en español completamente el 10 de septiembre de 6:30 a 8 de la noche. Ahí está el link, sí que ahorita está muy chiquito, pero voy a compartir el flyer con Adriana y ella lo compartirá con ustedes. Y los invitamos, ¿verdad? A nuestras familias de Savannah, pero también a las familias de Brookhurst, porque como les decimos, nunca es demasiado temprano empezar a pensar en el futuro de nuestros estudiantes.
Okay? Will these presentations be recorded? Someone wants to know if they can access them because they won't be able to attend during that time.
I don't see why not. I'm the one that's going to be managing the Google Meet, so we'll do it just like this, where we will let parents know that we'll be recording the session. So, yes.
La pregunta era si podían grabar la sesión porque algunas personas no pueden ir a esa hora. Entonces, la respuesta es sí, y vamos a ver cómo podemos también intercambiarlas. Porque hicimos esto en la mañana, otras cosas en la tarde, así. And then we do consider like doing some things in the morning, some in the afternoon, so we're alternated. And thank you for letting us know, because that's important, so that we can record that.
Yes, and then this is not only the two resources that Mr. Pooley's sharing right now are not only for Brookhurst and Savannah families, but for any family within our district and beyond. We partnered up with the organization, our district Latino Health Access, that has been doing amazing work in this whole fight with COVID. So they're offering free COVID testing. Next week, it'll be August 31st and September 4th at Magnolia and Anaheim High School. The information is there. You are to register before you go in. But again, it's September 4th at Anaheim, and August 31st at Magnolia High School. Queremos dejarles saber de que hay muchos recursos ahorita para poder combatir la situación, la pandemia que estamos viviendo ahorita de COVID. La organización Latino Health Access se ha asociado con nuestro distrito para ofrecer infinidad de recursos. Uno de ellos son los exámenes de COVID que acaba de compartir el señor Pooley, y también vamos a compartirlo con ustedes durante las noticias semanales. And if you can go to the next slide, Mr. Pooley, there's a phone number.
Right.
And it's the COVID call center, and it's through Latino Health Access. So if you are going through a situation through COVID, whether you lost your job, or of a family who's going through a difficult situation due to COVID, Latino Health Access will help with, I can't even list the services that they're offering. There's so many different services. I mean, they'll go to your home and drop off food. There's been instances of financial assistance. So if you, your family, or of someone who's going through a situation, and they help everybody. The organization is Latino Health Access, but it's open to everyone in the community. So again, we invite you to jot down that information, that phone number, but we will also be sharing it through our Savannah Weekly News, and it is part of the AUHSD Family Resources page. There's tons of resources on there. So we just wanted to make sure that you had these specific resources because there's so many resources.
And something else that we want to share is that we've been in close contact with Latino Health Access, and they have all these resources that they're providing, but also understand that they're getting a high volume of calls. Yes. So please, attempt multiple times and leave a message with your name and phone number somewhere where they can contact you. And they're working around the clock. Trying to support families. There are an infinity of resources, but make sure that you're leaving information and you try multiple times to contact them. Estos recursos que tenemos con Latino Health Access, como dijo la señora Trujillo, María, es que tenemos hay muchos recursos. Hemos estado trabajando con Latino Health Access para los exámenes de COVID testing en las escuelas, tienen recursos para si han perdido el trabajo, o sea, tienen una infinidad de recursos, pero también quieren que sepan que están teniendo muchas llamadas, entonces si traten varias veces de marcar, y si no pueden comunicarse inmediatamente con ellos, dejen su nombre y número de teléfono para que se puedan comunicar con ustedes. También no duden en marcarnos a nosotras en los centros de padres, y nosotros también tratamos de apoyar con la comunicación con Latino Health Access.
All right, this is a great resource. We'll share this out with you as well. If you or your student is having issues with tech, whether it's Chromebooks, technology, hotspots, Aries, Schoology, Google, anything can be answered through this great website, this link, and we will share it with you as well through our Sunday calls and when we post this presentation.
Yeah, we actually shared it last week.
Awesome.
And it's going again this week, yes. Familias, si su estudiante está batallando con tecnología, ya enviamos este link a través de la llamada del domingo y lo vamos a volver a enviar. Si le hace clic en ese link, le va a dar la oportunidad de encontrar ayuda para cualquier tipo de problema, ya sea que con su hotspot o con su Chromebook o hay un problema con su cuenta de Aries o con su cuenta de Schoology o con X, se mete ahí, hace clic en la ayuda que necesita y ahí le van a poder ayudar. We just wanted to share just other resources aside from the resources that we shared. The AUHSD Family Resources link that's here. We have it on our school website, and if you visit the AUHSD website, it's also on there. Again, there's tons of resources, and it's not only COVID related or food, or there's counseling, there's tech support, there's just tons of information on there. You can also always call 211. You can call 24 hours. You can text your zip code to 828-211 for resources in English and Spanish. And they will, if you do that text, they reply like seconds. They will. So we want to make sure that you know that at any time you can connect for any resource to 211. Queremos dejarles saber que aparte de los recursos que ya compartimos, siempre tiene el 211 a su mano, ¿verdad? Ellos pueden ayudar 24 horas. Si manda un texto con su código postal al 898-211, le dan recursos en inglés o en español, dependiendo del idioma que usted quiera, y es instantáneo que le contestan. También tenemos la página de recursos familiares de nuestro distrito. Puede visitar la página del distrito o nuestras páginas escolares y ahí tenemos también esa página.
At any time, if you want to contact us, these are our office numbers, and we are open again 8 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. So please feel free to contact us. Si necesita ponerse en contacto con la secundaria o con la prepa, aquí tienen nuestros teléfonos de las oficinas principales. Estamos abiertos de las 8 de la mañana a las 4 para recibir sus llamadas. Next, Mr. Pulley.
Same thing.
Estos son los correos electrónicos de nuestras, de las señoritas Soto Pérez y también Trujillo, nuestros contactos, nuestros enlaces Faces, las super, ¿cómo se dice? Las heroínas de las escuelas. Entonces, estos son sus el equipazo. These are our Faces information, our super team, the Wonder Women of Savannah and Berkhurst. This is their email and their phone numbers. Yes, let me tell you, they are amazing. So please feel free to contact them. I just wanted to also share really quickly because I was monitoring the chat. Quería compartir varias cosas porque vi las cosas en el chat. If you're looking for tutoring, currently at our site in our district, they are hiring tutors. Last report we got that they were hiring about 150 district-wide, and so they're finishing that process and they're being trained. Obviously, there's a process of getting them cleared because they're working with students, and so more information to come as it relates to that, both for Savannah and for Berkhurst. Also, I know when we met in our college and career collective, Anaheim Collaborative, it was shared that we have the city of Anaheim, their libraries is providing tutoring. And I don't know, Mr. Pulley, if you remember, but I think it was something like 8 in the morning to like 10 p.m. So they have virtual tutors. So if you're looking for someone, and again, free of charge, please connect and check that out. Otherwise, we will have some on our site that we will give you more information. Les quería decir acerca de los tutores porque alguien preguntó. Ahorita estamos en el proceso todo el distrito de emplear 150 tutores, entonces están procesándolos y también entrenándolos, entonces les vamos a mandar un poco más de información ya que tengamos el calendario de cuándo van a apoyar a los estudiantes, pero también les quería comentar que a través de la ciudad de Anaheim, las bibliotecas tienen un servicio de tutoría y no sé, no me acuerdo exactamente a qué horas empieza, pero creo que es a las 8, desde las 8 de la mañana hasta las 10 de la noche, tienen tutores gratuitos virtualmente. Entonces, si necesitan alguien ahorita en este momento, aparte de los maestros, es un buen recurso. All right, entonces si alguien tiene preguntas or if you have any questions, we're here.
I'm just putting the library chat, the link.
Y el enlace para la biblioteca está ahí en la cajita de conversación, la acaba de poner el director Pulley.
Yeah, it's a great resource. Kids can also check out books virtually, or you can check them out. All they need is their school ID, and you can request a curbside pickup. You can drive on by, and they will have the book ready for you if your kids are interested. I shared this with all of my students at Savannah, and kids are very happy to know there's an additional resource in the evenings. I think it's 2 o'clock till 10 p.m. every day. Outside of the school day. And then like Ms. Vasquez said, there's lots of support coming. Obviously, our ninth graders have Gear Up support as well, which is going to be great for them here.
And since Gear Up is here, we just wanted to say thank you so much. We talked about the Parent Leadership Academy, and they have been instrumental in the creation of this virtual Parent Leadership Academy. It's been a partnership with the district and Gear Up. So if any of the Gear Up team is still here, just wanted to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your support, and looking forward to working with you this school year. Quería también agradecer a Gear Up. Han sido instrumentales en la creación de nuestra Academia de Liderazgo para Padres virtual, en conjunto con nuestro distrito. Así que les queremos agradecer su siempre apoyo con nosotros, y estamos muy emocionados de trabajar con ellos este año escolar.
Thank you, María. Muchas gracias, María. Déjame si me puedo introducir, if I can introduce myself. I'll start in Spanish and then I'll do it in English. Buenos días, mi nombre es la señorita González. Soy la coordinadora de padres y familias para el programa Gear Up. Good afternoon, my name is Ms. Gonzalez. Good morning, actually. My name is Ms. Gonzalez, and I'm the Family Engagement Coordinator for the Gear Up program. So Gear Up is exclusively for our freshmen. I am typing up our virtual office hours for tutoring, mentoring, and advising. So you can have that on the chat. I'll include that right now. Como les dije, Gear Up está ofreciendo ahorita horas de oficinas virtuales. Toda la semana los voy a poner en el chat para que ustedes tengan acceso. El programa Gear Up sí es exclusivamente para los estudiantes del 9. Pero estamos muy emocionados de poder tener esta colaboración con el distrito, con las escuelas de Savannah, de Western y también Magnolia. En estas 3 escuelas estamos ahorita con los del 9 y estaremos siguiéndolos hasta que se gradúen de la high school. So like I was saying, we have our virtual office hours. We're working in collaboration with the district. We are at Savannah, Magnolia, and Western. We are working with the freshmen there, and we will continue to transition with them until they graduate. So thank you guys for being here, and then I'm going to add on the chat our virtual office hours. Thank you, Maria, for that.
Thank you, Natalie.
I see a question on Schoology. You can call, I don't know if it's a Berkhurst or Savannah student, but you can call our main office or go through that support link through the district office. If you need help with the credentials or things like that, the main office at a Berkhurst can definitely help you. I know one of the issues has been whether it is on the Schoology for AUHSD. Sometimes it just takes you to the main homepage of Schoology, and we need to make sure that it's the AUHSD one and that you're logging in with that.
Brookhurst family.
Yeah. So if you want to give us the student name and we can contact you directly after this, that way we can connect with you. Don't give us a number, just give us the student name and we'll look it up.
I did see a comment, and I see it again right there, in regards to coming back to school, a parent being concerned that, you know, kids are not able to interact with other kids. So just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, so I don't know where the question is, but obviously, absolutely, that we are very conscientious of that, and returning to school obviously is going to look different and feel different. We want to ensure the safety and health of everybody, so it will look different, and that's why we are building more and more activities during our lessons, and also still doing spirit weeks, and still doing clubs, and still doing things for students to interact. Because we know how crucial the social and communication piece is, particularly at this age, whether you're junior high and high school, right? You need that connection to further develop. And so we are conscientious of that, but it will look different, definitely, because we have to maintain that social distancing. Lo que estaba comentando es que creo que hubo un comentario, una pregunta acerca de de que cuando regresemos a la escuela, la interacción entre los estudiantes va a ser diferente, y nosotros estamos conscientes de eso. Desgraciadamente tenemos que seguir las reglas que tenemos para que mantengan esa distancia social, pero al mismo tiempo sabemos que es sumamente importante que sigan desarrollando esas habilidades de comunicación. Es necesario, particularmente en esta etapa de su vida, de conectarse con otros. Entonces las dos escuelas vamos a seguir ofreciendo oportunidades, sea a través de clubes o a través de interacción en los salones virtuales, o en las actividades que los maestros hagan, para que se conozcan más y tengan por lo menos interacción de ese modo, aunque no estén luego al lado de cada uno, ¿no? Pero que puedan también compartir cosas.